Hello and welcome to 30 Days of Brain Health Tips. I'm Dr. Tatiana, a board-certified chiropractic neurologist, and today we are on day 23. So I hope you've been enjoying these tips that I have been sharing with you, one tip a day, and I hope that you have been learning a lot as well as implementing these into your day-to-day life and starting to make shifts and changes into your own brain health and vitality. Today we are going to talk about just mindfulness or meditation and the importance to our brain to be able to switch gears and go into that type of activity or kind of brainwave activity in that sense as well, and to also just switch gears from always being kind of on and go and processing information, even if we're not necessarily busy in front of our computers working, but just still processing information visually, auditorily. The brain is always picking up on information in its surround, and you might not always be aware that your brain is doing all that work to continue to understand and orientate you in space and to understand where you are in space and objects and things around you in relationship to you, etc. So there's a lot of brain activity generally going on, and then of course if you are thinking or doing a particular activity, there's even more so. So it's important too for our brain health and overall wellness is to shift gears and to take time where we may just even close our eyes. A lot of times will help to go in or to just sit still and to close the eyes, which always helps to kind of just block out sensory input, because taking away some of that visual information immediately brings down brain activity in a good way, and allows you to focus internally. And taking in those deep, full quality breaths is one generally tends to do when we're wanting to relax and kind of move into more of a parasympathetic state, which is our rest and digest and replenish and heal mode. And it's good to be able to allow our brain as well as our body to move into those types of state or move into a pathway that allows for those things to occur. And generally when we close our eyes and reduce some sensory information, start to take in those deep, full quality breaths, so slowing our breath down, deep, full breaths in, deep, full breaths out, and allowing our mind to quiet and maybe even just to concentrate on one thing. Sometimes people find meditation challenging because they feel they have to block out thoughts. But I actually like the idea that someone once said to me that meditation is just really focused concentration. So even if you were just to concentrate on just one thing, something pleasant, something relaxing, that way you're not fighting, trying to keep intruding thoughts from coming in. They may still come in. You can observe them and let them kind of, pass by and not necessarily latch on to them or lose your focus of the main thing that you were, thinking about or focusing on. So that's a practice. That is definitely something that takes skill and time. So it may not be something you master literally in one day, and generally will be something that you should practice on a regular basis. This is why we're making it a brain health tip and hopefully a brain health habit. So I would encourage you for today to carve out some time where you can sit still and hopefully reduce some sensory input by closing your eyes or maybe even putting something into your ears or going into a quiet area. And a lot of times when we also bring our hands to our heart, that helps us to connect internally and going into kind of more of an internal state, into our feelings, into inside our body, and allow ourselves to slow our breath down and just give our brain a chance to enjoy that wonderful moment, because that is fantastic for the brain. So today your brain health tip is to take a moment and do some focused concentration or some quiet meditation or just some simple mindfulness. So drop in the comments below, please tell me what you've decided to do and how that was for you. And do know if you did find that a little challenging at first, not to worry. Please keep practicing that, even if it's just for a minute and eventually 2, 3, 4 and more, then you can start to build some habits on that. And I know that those are going to be very valuable and serve you well. I will see you tomorrow for another brain health tip. Till then.